Start the transmission, you crap sucker. Thank you.
Jesus.
I hate the internet at this place and I don't trust it, okay? I have
fair.
I have no trust in the internet at this university, okay?
That's fair.
Kali channel. And my browser just appeared out of nowhere. Go away. My browser just decided to open. That was great. Oh, and my audio is still on from when I did Duolingo this morning, which is impressive because usually I turn that off. Okay, and prop it up on the speaker. There we go. And now I can see the chat. And now I can see this chat. Everything is good.
Ah, what did I do?
What did you do?
No, stop it.
Stop it. What have you done? You okay?
I just fucking son of a bitch. Okay.
Wonderful.
Everything's fine.
Am I incrementing? I am not. Why am I not incrementing?
Am I incrementing?
It's not selected. Am I incrementing now?
I am also not.
Yes, I am. Excellent. Okay. Don't forget to change your screen over. Because you're on the start. I was just not sure if you noticed that you were on the start screen.
There we go.
Right.
Okay.
Once again, preemptive apologies for every single piece of fucking loud that happens today. There are people having discussions in the kitchen, which hopefully we won't hear, and hopefully will not lead to parties. That would be nice. So yeah. And also I now have my window open, because even though my curtains are closed, so the airflow isn't that great, it's still something. Which is good.
Alright,
We're good?
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Woo. I love it when things are good.
Right? Although I am hearing me from you.
Shit, really?
Wait, that might just be I have my fucking volume up.
You might have your volume on your phone. I was about to say, if you're hearing your audio going backflow, I've got to start fiddling with shit again, and we all know what happened last time.
Hey, Kara.
Kara.
Hi, Wood.
Kara, Wooded. Also red over on my end. Hi.
Hey, it's Red.
It's a red.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Okay, no, I actually am getting my shit from you.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what the hell? Let me try turning my audio down. Is this...
I don't know. I'm only getting sometimes.
Ugh.
But I'm not getting it now, so
Okay.
should be fine.
If I turn my game audio back. Hey, Posse.
Hey, Posse.
I really
Yay,
don't
haircuts.
know why you'd be getting yourself through mine. That's weird.
I don't fucking know.
I've honestly
I might be getting it.
stopped questioning this bullshit by now. Hey, Radio Demon.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it was weird. I was watching back our shit from last week, and apparently I actually am like staticky and shit.
Huh, I couldn't hear that at
in here.
all.
Yeah, it was weird because I could only hear it in the thing.
In the VOD.
In the VOD, yeah, that.
That's weird. Fair enough, Posse, you win.
Yes,
Posse
is
wins.
vindicated.
But yeah, no, like, I have
Also, hi,
no
Radio.
idea, because you sound fine to me. Although, it's distinctly possible that if you are staticky, it's because of the Wi-Fi. I'm not even on Wi-Fi, but it might be why, because obviously I'm streaming and playing the audio at the same, like, playing your call at the same time, so that might be the reason. Because even the wired internet here is not the best thing in the world, so... Possibly it's that.
It's fair enough. I have no idea.
At this point, I'm blaming the internet here for everything, because the other option is blaming my computer for technical issues, and I don't want to do that right now, because I don't have time to fix the fucker.
Yay for being bald!
Yay! Meanwhile, me with my long-ass hair that I keep contemplating getting cut. Which also reminds me that I still didn't respond to my text message that I was supposed to. Oh well, it'll wait 2 hours.
Right.
Pity.
I'm growing my hair back out again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, I don't know why mine... Well, to be fair, I know why mine is this long. It's because I've been keeping it this long since I was, like, 7, probably. Maybe earlier. Like, it's always been about this length.
A true baby.
Yeah, like, proper child. But yeah, no, it's great.
Oh, okay, so... Do you remember how we were, like, non-stop talking about, like, cartoons and shit last week?
Yeah.
I remembered another show.
I was about to say, we're gonna go into round 2 of the cartoons. Excellent.
We absolutely are.
Swanky.
Do you remember American Dragon Jake Long?
I have never heard of that in my life.
Oh my god, okay. So.
Do not forget that I'm British, though, so that might be part of the reason why.
Okay, no, it was on... Fuck, was it on Cartoon Network or Nick? I don't fucking remember. So, you know, it was one of those... It was one of those, fucking phase... It was like... Okay. So, this kid is Chinese American, right?
Okay.
He lives in New York. And he is a dragon. And his entire family...
Escalation.
On the Chinese... Oh, yeah, it was Disney. It was on the Disney Channel, that's right.
Yeah, fuck me, the Disney Channel. There's too many channels. Too many childhood shows.
Oh no, poor Wooded. Oh no.
No, that sucks.
That's the worst. So, actually, I think he's only half Chinese. I think his dad is, like, straight up white American, standard-ass dude. Look. There's only so many ways I can phrase this.
He's white as shit, okay?
He is.
He is American. Capital A.
Yes.
Why is there a fucking $ in my shout-out message? I've only just noticed that. How long has that been there?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Why is there a $ in my shout-out message?
It's because Streamlabs is telling me I have to pay you for these shoutouts.
Streamlabs is shilling for me. Oh, that's fucking great. What the hell?
Wait, it's not even saying what you're playing over in my... Okay, wait, there we go.
Wow, glitchy motherfucker. They are playing blank. It just doesn't work.
Playing exclamation point.
Well, to be fair, if this isn't just an exclamation point at this rate.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's a mess.
Okay.
Full pucks. I actually just realised that, yeah, you did misspell my name the first time. That would explain it.
Oh, excellent. So anyway, apparently dragons have for centuries been these peacekeepers among all the magical creatures and mystical whatevers the fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his grandpa is also a dragon and is teaching him how to be the next dragon protector of the mystical side of New York City.
Okay.
Dude's like 14.
This
right?
is insane, it's great. I'm already on a wild ride. Hey Wooded, thanks for the follow that will show up. There it is. It'll show up eventually, but thank you for the follow. I do bullshit. That's all I do. I'm gonna be playing fuck off, I know somebody just followed me, you don't need to send me a notification. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Snap on Tuesday, assuming it shows up on time. Which it should do, although I've got to... I either pick it up tomorrow because it shows up on release, or I pick it up Tuesday because the post office is closed over weekends and it's May Bank holiday on Monday, so it's closed then as well. So I'm like, okay, Tuesday it will be.
Fair.
Especially because I'm getting up early.
Forward to watching you play that, by
Yeah,
the way.
it's especially bad though because I'm getting up early tomorrow because I intend to do a laundry run as well. It's like literally my plan for tomorrow is get up, shower, laundry run, a quick shopping thing for a couple things I forgot to get the last time I went shopping, grab the rest of my laundry, come home. Possibly with another home trip in the middle to put my freaking crap back. So it's like, it better fucking be here. It better be here before like 10 in the morning sort of thing, or I'm not getting it until Tuesday.
Oh no, Posse, that's completely understandable, by the way.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Drank.
Oh, by the way, you guys might notice I removed anything that was going to require me to stand up today, because I am dead.
That's fair. I'll still be doing the shitty standing stuff, though.
You can if you want. I physically cannot force myself to stand right now.
That's fair.
My legs will give out on me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Anyway, dragons.
So anyway, so there's like shit like trolls. Yeah, there's always posture check. I did leave posture check.
Posture check is a good one.
Yeah, so there's like trolls and fairies and all this shit, and he's supposed to be this peacekeeper and arbiter between like these mystical creatures or whatever.
Stretchy, stretchy.
Nice.
Woo.
He has a crush, because of course he does, on this blonde-haired, blue-eyed chick who is also hyper stereotypically American.
Excellent.
Who is in his school and who is secretly a badass ninja assassin who has a birthmark on her hand of a spiraling dragon. Like,
oh, fucking course. Minecraft is fun. I recently actually downloaded shit for Minecraft, so once I'm done with my rest of my uni stuff, I'm playing the game a bit. Also, I just figured out why you might have been hearing yourself echo. My fucking headset was on, like, 10, which is pretty loud. So it's very distinctly possible that it was echoing through. I've now turned it down to, like, 4.
Fair.
So that might be why. Fucking, that's a stupid birthmark, by the way. Why is that always a thing?
No, it's so stupid. It looks like a fucking tattoo.
Why is that always such a trope, the tattoo birthmark of doom? Or prophecy?
Like the tattoo birthmark of doom that foretells that she is fated to kill a dragon.
I'll kill a fucking dragon.
So
I'll kill the one
he
wearing a
has
dragon over
massive
there.
Crush on him. So of course he has a massive crush on her.
Of course.
Of course. And so it ends up being like this huge drama, and then there's the teacher that wants to prove that mythical creatures are real, and manages to catch him at one point.
So the crackhead teacher that everybody thinks is a lunatic but is actually right. It's fucking Selvig.
Yes. Let's see, what else? There is the stereotypical stoner best friend, and then the sassy chick friend.
This show sounds like it was written by a stoner best friend, honestly. What is it with childhood shows being written by potheads? Like, genuine question here. Why do all of them sound like they were written by meth heads or something?
Well, not meth heads, otherwise it would be a lot more wacky, but
yeah.
Potheads definitely, because that's the same level of humor.
Yeah, that's fair. Potheads and toddlers have about the same level of humour. There's your hot take for the day.
Dude, nice, Wooded.
Woo, that's really cool. That reminds me of the fucking castle, which, like I say, the second I get my ass in gear and get over on your thing, I'm stealing all of the sandstone and all of the nether brick, and I'm rebuilding the castle, but more fun. And hopefully in a way that doesn't take 2 people to build for, like, in a month and a half or something.
Well, we've got, like, builder's wands and shit, so it'll make your life a hell of a lot
I know,
easier.
it's gonna be so much better. Fuck unmodded servers. It means I have to spend 3 weeks mining out netherrack to make nether brick. It was an awful experience. I'm pretty sure between us we demolished an entire nether fortress. Except for, like, the spawn zones, because people had protected the spawn zones because they were being used for, obviously, grinding and stuff. But I'm pretty sure everything else we took apart because we needed the nether brick for the towers. And, like I say, it was just the 4 towers, plus, like, some edging and stuff in the rest of it. The rest of it was sandstone. Which was the walls and stuff, and they were double thick as well, which was awful because they had tunnels in the middle.
Nice. Do you want to know the stupidest thing I ever did in Minecraft?
Yeah, sure.
I moved brick by brick another fortress into the overworld.
Jesus, that sounds like you had a bad time.
And everything, so that I could relay this thing out exactly the same way as it was in the Nether.
Wow. What the fuck? Did you have...
I did that in vanilla.
What the fuck were you doing? Like, what actually were you doing? What the... I mean, how old were you? Did you not have school or something? Like, come on.
Fuck no, I was like fucking 23.
This is not that long ago. That's the best bit.
It really wasn't that long ago.
Like, I know Minecraft has only been out for, like... Shit, hang on. How long's that game been out again? Yeah, I just had that moment there where I was about to say, like, it's not been out that long. And it's like, wait a minute, yes it fucking has. It's been out for more than 10 years, I think, at this point, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it was still, like... I'm pretty sure it existed in 2011. I'm pretty sure I was playing the mobile version in 2000... How old was I in 2011? About, what? Yeah, I think I would have been playing the mobile version in about 2011. So, what the fuck?
Also, yes, Winnie, you should absolutely give the cat a treat.
Yes, give the kitty a treat. My day has been a train wreck, actually. I'm thinking about that now, and I'm just thinking, like, fuck me. This has been a weird day. Because I am officially, like, most of the way... I've officially finished my classes for the year now. My classes don't start again till, like, September, nearly. October, which will be great. because we have, like, I think actually we'll have introduction week, which is the last week of September, and then classes will start in October. So I basically have now completely free time until October, aside from if I get a job or something.
Nice.
And it's kind of absurd, because that's a year of my 3-year degree. Like, what the shit? I've been told already I have 48 or so weeks left of university. Woo, treat has been given.
Less than a year.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yay, treat.
But yeah, like, today has actually been a really weird day because of that. But, like, it's also been a really good day because I've officially hit checkpoint 2 in Duolingo.
Hey,
Like, I completed it, so I'm on to segment 3. 309-day streak, which is a complete streak. I haven't missed a day since I started it, which is pretty good.
Congratulations.
I also, and this is a big point for me, I have also officially had my first fuck wrong language moment when writing.
Yes!
I have officially done it. Because while I was making food, because I put off my food till like 7:30 by accident. So while I was making food, I was also writing on my phone because the document I was working on is in Google Docs. So I was like, fuck it, I'll pull it up on my phone and work on it a bit more. So I wrote another like 200 and some words. But I went to put and. Hey, Carmen. I went to put and I put och instead, and I'm like, wait, wrong language. Because that's and in Swedish, and I was like, wait a minute, wrong language. So yeah, that's my official first, like, wrong language moment that I've had since I started learning, and I'm really proud of that. Like, it's really stupid to be proud of that, but it's hilarious, because it's just the moment where it's become sort of reflex.
That's amazing. I had that problem yesterday, with German. I kept wanting to write shit in Italian, and it's like, no, I'm doing German, shut up.
I've not had that problem yet, but I'm sure I will when I eventually figure out Swedish enough that I want to move on to a different language.
Right.
It'll happen, eventually, possibly in a couple years, because I tend to do it slow.
Once you start dreaming in Swedish, then you throw yourself a fucking party, because that's when you've, like, really internalized it.
Yeah, that's the point where it's gotten good. It's quite funny as well, because I was, like I say, when I was writing, I realised, like, how many of the random words I could actually, like, have replaced with Swedish. I'm just amused that it was and that was the word that I replaced there.
Nice.
But yeah, there's, like, I also realised, like, how many words I don't know, which I guess makes sense, because I've, like I say, I've just moved on to segment 3, just beat checkpoint 2 this morning, and that's, I think the first lesson is jobs, so I'll be doing that one, and then I don't actually know what comes after that, I haven't checked, but the first one's jobs, so I'll be finishing all 5 level of those, and then moving on to the next one. That'll be fun.
One of the things that pisses me off about Duolingo is it's not giving me the vocabulary fast enough.
Yeah, that is actually something that, it's good on, like, the first couple of levels of a lesson. Like, when I first start, like, colours, I was really... Oh, that's great.
Yes.
But yeah, it was, like... When I first started, like, each and every single one of these lessons, I get pissed off because, like, the vocabulary is really difficult and I keep being stupid. And you know how I do that thing with my notebook?
Uh-huh.
So the notebook thing, for those who don't know, is at the front of the notebook, I write down full sentences, and I do that for, like, 2 full repeats of a lesson, as in level 1 of the lesson, or level 0, as it were, and then level 1, because you go up to 5. I do full sentences of absolutely everything as I do it, and then in the back of the notepad, I do just the words, so just the new words that I have learned in this segment, I write them all down. Black pen if I remembered them, and then blue pen if I forgot and had to write them in after checking them in the front of the notebook. Or against, like, my last couple of lessons. And the first, like, couple of sets, it's always really painful, because I'm like, fuck me, man, this is difficult, how the hell do I do this? And it happens every time. I get tempted to, like, just throw it across the room and just give up, because I'm like, how the fuck do I learn this language? And then it gets to, like, level 3, and I've officially got to the point where I remember this shit so well that I'm like, damn, I need more words. I need something more interesting to do, because I'm just repeating to myself. It's like, shit. It's hilarious.
See, because there's this, I actually found this really great fanfic called, Survival is a Talent. I fucking love it.
Survival is a...
fic.
I think I know that one. Is that the one that's, surprising lack of soulmates for a soulmate fic, by any chance?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know what that one is because I remember that fucking tag. A surprising lack of focus on soulmates for a soulmate AU.
Yes,
It's a train wreck, it's amazing.
It's amazing. I found someone who is translating the entire goddamn thing into Italian.
Ooh. Fun.
So my goal is to be able to read the damn thing in Italian.
Sounds like fun.
nowhere near enough words to be able to read this fucking fic, and it makes me angry.
Yeah, it's quite funny actually, because there's somebody I loosely follow on fanfic.net that has specifically one fic in German. Hey Septile, and
Hey, Subtitle.
I know what the fic is because there's an English translation on their page as well, and it's porn. But by God, am I slightly tempted to learn the German so that I could read the German version. Despite knowing that I'm never going to read it because of what it is, I want to do it. Spite, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, right?
Just endless spite is always a gift.
It makes me so mad, because, like, part of me is tempted to just be all like, okay, no, I'm gonna start reading it, and I'm just gonna look up every word I don't know. But that is every single goddamn word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
It's like, I just want to look up, like, the 500 most commonly used words in Italian and just memorize them.
Yeah.
Because that'll at least give me the fucking vocabulary of a kindergartner.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, actually. It's quite funny, though, because, like, that reminds me of I think it was a Tumblr post that I saw, that's, like, people bitching about learning languages and being like, it's really slow, I only have the vocabulary of, like, a 5-year-old or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but it took you, like, a few months to do that, and it took them 5 years. While fully immersed in the language, might I add, because it's the only thing they've been speaking. So, you know, shut up. Like, complain about it being slow, yeah, but consider that, like, in your 6 months you've got to level 5 when they took 5 years to get to level 5, while always hearing that language, whereas you've been doing it, like, habitually on Duolingo.
Right.
But it's
I mean,
always
that's
funny.
a good point, but it's also frustrating.
Yeah. It's like, I understand exactly where the frustration comes from, because it's like, man, I feel as smart as a 5-year-old. It's like, you're still smarter, because you've been learning it a lot faster than them, while not also immersed in the language. It's just that, like, it feels dumb, because it feels like you're a 5-year-old. Yeah, you're used to being, like, able to speak, and you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard.
Words are hard, but fun.
Yeah, it's really good, I love it. Italian's possibly going to be the next one on my list, actually.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I was half tempted to go back to German or something, because I think when I eventually pick up Swedish, I think that I might have finally gotten over my salt levels enough to go back to German, but at the same time, like, I don't wanna. Honestly, like, as much as German's, like, a decent language and stuff, like, I don't want to, especially backing straight off of Swedish, because I know exactly what will happen. It's gonna be me fucking up that vocabulary, and it's gonna be a train wreck.
German is weird.
Yeah.
Like, so much of the basic stuff is like, okay, yeah, I know this because
English,
it's way too
basically.
close to English, right? And that's just like the low-level basic shit. Oh no!
Oh no, that's
poor
never
Kara.
fun. Poor Kara.
But then I look at shit like.
I just realised we never did an audio check, did we? We're half an hour in. I should hope somebody would have mentioned if we couldn't hear each other properly.
I think we're good.
Yeah, like,
I'm
presumably we're
looking-
fine.
Yeah, I'm looking at all my shit and we're good.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, presumably it's fine and everybody can hear everybody else, and, like, my stream is hearing Kali fine, your stream is hearing me fine. But I did just realise, like, we never did an audio check.
Rip.
Whoops. Well,
I think we're good.
yeah, I can see your thing spiking over on my end when you speak, so you're probably fine.
Yeah, I can see yours on mine, so we're good.
Yeah.
Did I increment that one or no?
I don't know. That's always the question, really. Incrementing's a bastard, I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awful. One of us needs to get a fucking shiny so we can go play Pokemon Y next week instead, please. Well,
No,
X,
please,
but
God.
please get me out of this
Whatever.
place. The game. Anything that isn't this. Pixie's obviously being voiced by an avocado. Callie's kinda quiet, turning the desktop audio back up, we're going again.
Oh, god damn it.
Why is Callie... I blame just... because Callie's at full volume. So, I honestly, at this point, just blame my internet. Either that or Callie's mic gain is low or something for Discord.
No, my mic gain is like hella.
Yeah. Confusion.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows what the fuck is wrong, but just blame my
Yeah, I
internet.
keep accidentally spiking up into the red on my.
Yeah, same. Well, mine's mostly in the yellow, but sometimes it hits red.
Yeah.
It's just my end. Okay, at this point, I'm officially considering just fuck it, blame bloody my internet. Try speaking.
Speaking as commanded.
Well, you're hitting the fucking yellow now, same as me. Is that better?
Alright, I have no idea. Hey, Posse, is this any better?
Yeah. So just shout at Posse. He can be tech support at this point. Better. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave my desktop up stupid high, and we'll hope that works. Positive notes. Woo! Coffee caramel.
Yay! Coffee caramels. I love those.
Sounds nice. What were we talking about? Languages.
Languages, yeah.
Yeah, German is a bitch from that, like, perspective, because again, like some of the words are English, and then some of them are very resolutely not even slightly English, and it's a nightmare.
Okay, so here's something that's, like, confusing the fuck out of me. Okay, so I'm doing German and Italian.
Yep.
But for German, there are 3 different the.
Oh god, yeah, that was fun.
I had to get Carib to explain that to me.
Yeah, I saw that in chat, and honestly, god, I wish I'd have had Care as a resource when I was doing German. I might not have wanted to stab the teacher as badly.
Right.
Or jump out of the window.
And then, so, like with Frau, you capitalize it. And you capitalize Mann, and you capitalize Junge, and you capitalize Mädchen.
Yeah.
But you don't capitalize... Wait, do you capitalize Kind?
Well, I've never had to.
Fuck, no, I don't remember.
I don't think we did in a class. Okay, see you, Septile.
Hi,
Hope your evening's good.
Good luck. But you don't capitalize Kind, I think. You might. Fuck, now I don't remember.
No, don't worry, I understand exactly what you mean, though, when it comes down to it. It's like, what the shit?
Right, and it's like,
do
you capitalize these because they're nouns?
You don't capitalize ish, do you? Like,
no,
the word for I, you don't actually capitalize it, despite the fact that it's the word for I.
Capitalize ish.
I mean,
right.
you don't do that in Swedish either. Jag is not capitalized if it's in the middle of a sentence. You don't capitalize, and it's really fucking confusing when you first start that, because it's like, hello.
You don't capitalize... I don't think you capitalize io in Italian either.
English is the odd one out here.
Yeah.
English is the odd one out here, clearly.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We're just being fucked over by English. What's new?
Italian, you also don't capitalize woman, man, he, she.
Yeah, you don't do that in Swedish either unless it's at the start of a sentence. Kvinnan is spelt with a lowercase k anywhere else. To be fair, I genuinely can't think of anything you do capitalise that isn't start of sentence or name in Swedish so far. This may change when I hit jobs tomorrow, because I'm going to be starting that tomorrow. Might change, but you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in most languages you capitalize proper nouns.
Yeah, so, like, names are fine. You capitalise them, but you don't
but
capitalise I, and anything else that goes in there, you don't capitalise it unless it's at the start of a sentence. It's really confusing.
But you do in German.
Yeah, I know. German was a train wreck.
I'm so confused.
Yeah. Honestly, my favourite part of learning Swedish was the very beginning, where we have, because we have n and et, which is the 2 different forms of a, right?
Right.
So those are based those are completely fucking random as far as I can tell. I genuinely, even now, still don't know how you can tell if a word is an n or an et word. The only way to figure it out... Well, no, because I asked them originally. That's the thing. I asked them originally, and I still don't fucking know. The only way, as far as I know, to actually figure it out, though, is you find the version. So the version. Because, like, a bear and the bear. A bear is en Bjorn. Bjornen is the bear. So it's like a compound word, I think is what they're called. For any sort of the anything is a compound. So the best way to figure it out that I've realised at this point is find the compound version and look at the end, because the suffix at the end tells you whether it's an n or an et. And that has not failed me so far. The fucking only annoying one is kvinnan, which is an, but it's an en word, en kvinna, but it's a kvinnan. So that's the only one that has been fucking me over with that. But even then, like, you can figure it out basically by looking at the suffix. If it ends in an n, it's an n word. If it ends with a t, it's an et word. And that's the only way I figured this shit out.
I hate the gendered the.
Yeah, the gendered the pisses me off as well.
The gendered the is just like, okay, because it's not consistent.
Yeah,
because
it's not.
It's ein Mädchen and eine Frau.
Yeah.
What the fuck, German?
Yeah, it was quite funny as well, because I swear, when my teacher explained this to me, originally, like back in like year 7 or year 8, whenever the fuck it was, they gave us a reason for why it's like this. And it's like, masculine is for certain words, feminine words are usually plural, and then neutral words are something else or something like that. Like, one of them was usually plural, and then the other two were just something else. And I'm pretty sure it was feminine that was usually the plural form of a word or something. And, like, they explained this to me, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then they basically handed over the list of examples that's, like, taller than I am, and I'm like, the fuck do you mean? Because I just started learning the language, and it's like, this one isn't a plural, why is it feminine? This one is plural, why is it neutral? And I was just like, you know what, I am year 8, and I'm being driven to drink by this language. Why? It was so bad.
I don't get it.
Yeah. To be fair, that's almost as fun as me figuring out plurals in Swedish recently. Recently being last year, but, you know, recently enough.
Right.
Because plurals in Swedish are a compound word as well. Because
dear.
I had the great experience of, so you've got boy, the boy, boys, and the boys, right? You got those 4.
Uh-huh.
So you've got en pojke, which is a boy / the boy. Oh, a boy, and then you got pojken, which is the boy. Now, plurals are or are as a suffix. So, you've got pojkar, which is boys. And then you've got the boys, which combines both of those suffixes together. But it's specifically combined so that it is essentially the suffix bit goes on the end, no matter what. So you get pojkarna, essentially, because it's boys the. Is how the suffixing goes.
Right. Okay.
And figuring that out was a mindfuck for some reason. I could not get that straight when I tried to get that first time. Like, it was a mess.
Dude, okay. So, Italian has 2 U's, right? No. They have the singular U, and then they have plural U, right?
Oh boy, I'll tell you about Swedish in a minute, and we'll laugh about this as well.
Jesus. So, but the thing is they use them fucking interchangeably.
I was about to say they use them interchangeably.
Fucking languages, or like in the lessons, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I have to translate shit, I have to remember that tu is you and boy is y'all.
That's the best way to figure it out. That's better than... I don't even know how I figured out the one for Swedish, honestly. Except guesswork. So, technically speaking, there's like 5 or 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, so there's ert, and era, right? And then there's din, dina, and dit. And it's dependent on what's going on. Because din, dina, and dit, from what I understand, because those are part of the me, you, them segment. So, min, mina, mit is me, and then sin, sina, and sit are, like, there. Right? So that makes sense. And then, like I say, you got din, dina, and dit, which is that segment. But you've also got 2 Ds. 2 Ts, but yeah, dit. Because essentially, how it is it's din is for N words. So, en pojke is din pojke. And then dit is for et words. So, et apple becomes dit apple. And then dina is the plural of that. So no matter what the fuck, if it's an N or an et, if it's the plural forms, if it's pojkar or aplena, is that the? That might actually be the form. I think it's just aplen for the form. Whatever, I'm fucking getting confused trying to do this game at the same time. But the point is a plural form is always the a, like, suffix, and that's what the same rule applies, though, for era, and et. So it's not like a problem in that sense. It's got the same rules, and at least that way the rules are consistent. So I'm happy about that. But the problem was that I learned the air set before I learned the din set.
Oh dear.
It was a train wreck trying to figure out what the fuck was going on there. There's also 3 versions of our, which is dependent on the fucking, like, a former, or if it's a plural. Because if it's plural, it's vora. It's vor, vort, and vora. I'm probably not pronouncing some of these right, and if Oxy was here, she might be, like, or maybe Tenno would be softly crucifying me, but the point is, like, I'm saying this as best as I can while not thinking of the accent properly because I'm trying to explain shit. So yeah, there's 3 versions of our, and my favourite fucking thing, though, has been discovering that the word for hour is vor, right?
Uh-huh.
You want to know what the word for spring is? It is
Something
also
very
vor.
close.
It is also
Oh,
vor.
God.
It's just that it doesn't have the O form accent on it. So it's more like var.
Oh my god.
Because there's, the little circle version that goes on top of the letters. Because that makes it sound like an O.
Yeah,
the two dots sound like an E, and the circle sounds like an O, is how I've basically been able to figure it out, just from the fact that, like, hallor has A with circle. So it's not sounding like an A, it sounds like an O. But then you've got, like, apple, which is the A with the two dots, which makes it sound more like apple, which is a bit annoying. It's apple. But it's not completely like an E, it's also like an A, and it's like both of those letters got smushed together, and it's a bit weird. There's a reason why my accent is always fucked whenever I try and speak Swedish outside of mimicking what Duo says, honestly. It's really bad, because I still haven't quite figured it out sometimes. But yeah, it's great.
I'm pretty sure if Carib was here, they would be absolutely just murdering me over butchering.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
The little bit of German that I was...
Well, welcome to learning a language, it's always fucking up the accents. That's the bit that'll get you, is the accent.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually you figure it out.
Eventually, you're gonna be better or good enough that you could probably start talking to Oxy and Tenho in voice and getting like them to help you with your accent and shit. The same way we were trying to help Alex with his.
Yeah, that is actually slightly the plan, honestly. Is if I can get that decent enough level, I will. My problem is that I have piss all confidence speaking a language to natives, which is part of the reason why, like, both of those Germany trips, if anybody remembers those from, like, what episode was that now? We were talking about America, I think, in that episode, so,
3, 4?
I don't remember.
Something.
I think it was the one where we were planning the road trip. Or maybe that it was the one before that, I don't remember. But, like, yeah, that entire time, I spent most of it not speaking any German despite being in the country because I was too embarrassed by my fucking language skills because they were that bad. It's like,
God,
oh
no,
boy.
I get that.
It was so awful. It was like, oh god. And
no,
it was funny too, though, because I'd go up to shops, like, super duper confident, like, yes, I'm gonna speak the language, and then I'd have to meet the person's eye, and I'd be like, I am not speaking the language. I have to look you in the eye and butcher your language. I'm not doing it. Not happening.
God, you know what would be the worst thing ever? A language class where you take a trip to the country where that language is native as your final, and you have to speak that language to the natives.
Wow, that's
otherwise
cursed,
you fail your final. That's so fucking cursed.
Yeah. You know what's quite great, though, is there are actually language classes that were available as part of my degree course. So, one of the things that was available for us was, instead of doing the narrative games class that I've been doing, you could do a language instead. So it was a choice of narrative games, writing for creative non-fiction, which is now moved to a second-year module instead of a first-year module, and a language. But it's like French, Spanish, German, and I can't remember what the others were. Possibly Italian was on that list. But the thing is that by the time I was picking my modules and stuff, I was already doing the Swedish. So I'm not learning 2 languages at once. I had enough problems learning 1 back in high school, and I don't know if I'm even going to take to Swedish well yet, but I'm not going to try taking 2 languages at once. I will just fuck it up.
Right.
So I just didn't pick one.
I think I'm gonna steal your thing that you're doing with Swedish and start doing that.
Yeah, I've been through 3 notebooks with it now, so get a lot of notebooks. This is my 3rd notebook. I need to bind more, to be honest, because I've run out of empty notebooks to put it in that I don't want to actually keep for stuff.
I have so many notebooks.
Well, this is a good use for it. Yeah, get 2 colours of pens. You do the first page is just, like, sentences, essentially. When I first started the language, to be fair, I was doing singular words as well, because obviously you'd learned it, like, you know, the first set of Duo stuff is literally just, like, it'll give you a word to translate, and it'll do it that way, or, like, it'll give you 2, maybe. So they weren't proper sentences, because you don't have the language, basis yet. So, like, at the very beginning, it was just like that. What I've recently started doing as well, because they're all sentences, is the new word goes at the end in blue after the sentence. So I'd write the sentence down, I'm getting my notebook out so I can kind of give you an example of what I was doing. So, it's like, when I learned, where's my new languages? Okay, yeah, here we go. Here's the new sort of segment. So, like, brother came up, and it was one of the really early ones. That's brother. So, Hannah, min brother. He is my brother. And then, in brackets in the end in blue, I put bror is brother, and I was just doing that for every single sentence all the way down.
Right.
And then I'd go to the back of the notebook, and I've got, because that was like the first lesson, so I've just got only those words that I just learned. And like nothing else. How did that first lesson even go, actually? I remember it being a bit of a shit show, which is to be fair, because it's the first lesson of it. This is still dates and times. This one's where I've actually learned some shit. The amount of attention I'm paying to the game, none. Yeah, and like it's literally just like the full list is all like in black, and it's I date them as well, so I can kind of keep track of when I did things. Jeez, that was a month ago. That was a month ago, which is fair because I skipped a few days here and there with the new lessons, so I'd only do like refresh lessons instead of doing any new ones. Mostly because I was tired or shit.
I think what I'm also gonna do is start looking up new words.
Yeah.
Like, in like Italian dictionaries or something. See if I can get a VPN that'll locate me in Italian, so I can maybe start looking at like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just say locate me in Italian?
Yeah, I think you did. Locate you in Italian.
Yes, locate me in Italian. I'm so good at English.
We are brilliant at this. Native language, lady and gents.
Lady and gents.
Ladies
Just
and gents is what I said. There was actually an S there. I am aware that I fuck up when I speak sometimes, but I promise there was an S there.
I swear to God I did not hear it.
We're gonna look at the VOD later and I'm gonna go, I think it got eaten, honestly. Which happens. That's the thing, that happens a lot. I've had great conversations with people before though, where I've eaten an entire chunk of a sentence by accident. Like I said the full sentence, and I know I said it, but most of it didn't actually come through properly. It's like really fucking weird, and I can't give an example if I tried, but I had one. Like, I can't give an example of when I've done it, and I can't force myself to do it. It just happens, and it's like I don't know where the fuck the first half of that sentence went because it still came out completely intelligibly. It's just that the first part of the sentence got eaten somehow, and it was just like, what the shit was that?
Nobody knows.
Things occurred. We don't know what it was, but things.
And stuff.
Yeah. It was fucking funny, though, when that happens.
Yeah, I'm definitely stealing some of your study habits, because you are way more organized than I am.
That's impressive.
And I admire that about you.
I don't know how the fuck I'm organised, honestly. I have never been organised in my life. You should not... You would have fucking wanted to kill me at GCSE level. I don't know, when did you get into the Taylor Varga server? That's a question, because it was way after my GCSE years, I think it was. It was partway through A-levels.
Yeah, it was partly through your A-levels.
Yeah, my GCSE self was shit at studies. To be fair, I was only in TV for, like, the last half of year 11, but I was a terrible person when it came to studying. Like, I didn't, basically. Like, I bitched a lot about my exams, but honestly, half of it is on me for just not properly revising, or revising at all. Like, it is really dumb. I was bad.
Like, I have no study habits.
Yeah.
I've never learned to study in my life, and it's coming back to bite me in the ass really hard.
Yeah, I had no study habits up until the point where I started A-levels. And honestly, I didn't really have them then either. Most of my study habits have come about from the Swedish lessons. That's, like, genuinely, that's where most of my study habits have come from, is from doing this thing with the Swedish lessons. Because that was the thing, I decided pretty much out of the blue, like, I had a spare notebook, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna write down the sentences. And that was it, I just decided I'm gonna write down the sentences as I do them. And I kept doing it, and then one of the tips on Duolingo says, like, try making a words list or something like that. And I was like, you know, that's a great idea, so I started doing it. And that has genuinely been my first proper study habits that have occurred in years, because I have never given a shit before in my life. It's possibly also part of the reason why I fucked German so hard, honestly. It was like, ooh, what is studying? What is practice?
Right.
Like, it was really stupid of me, and, like, honestly, I'm glad that the A-levels got cancelled, because they would have been such a shit show with my lack of ability to actually focus on things, and I probably would have never picked up Swedish, because I only picked it up because I was bored as hell during lockdown. So I was like, fuck it. I've been seeing ads for Duolingo all over the place. I've wanted to learn a language. Let's go do it. And then plugged some languages into a spinner, got Swedish, and that was the end of it.
I mean, yeah, that's a reasonable way to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty much my only option was I don't want German. I don't care what I am learning, I just don't want to learn German, thanks. I'm still mad about that language, so I just didn't want to do it.
My main problem with learning languages is I want to learn all of them.
Yeah.
So I have a really hard time focusing on one, because it's just like, okay, but I also want to learn this other language, and this other language is really, really cool, and I want to learn this other one, and so I end up jumping around a lot, which is why I have like 17 languages on my duo list.
Yeah. It's times like this, when we start talking about things like this, that I get really pissed off at both my parents and my schools for just making me just not give a shit about other languages, pretty much. Because, I didn't obviously learn any at home because my parents are English. We didn't speak any other languages. My dad knew some German, but he hadn't spoke it since, high school years. So, basically dead end. We did, 2 years of Spanish. And nobody seems to remember that, amusingly enough. Nobody seems to remember the Spanish time at my primary school, but I know it happened, because I have some very vivid memories of it. And then, from years 3 to 6, we did French, and I wanted to murder the French teacher, so none of that stuck. I spent more of... Because the thing with that is, those were the years where I was bullied a lot, and those were the years where my, anxiety stuff started up properly, partly because of the bullying. So it's I didn't like speaking in class, so guess who gets picked on a lot because she's quiet? So yeah, I spent a lot of those lessons being forced to speak things and just didn't care by the end of it. So, fuck the study habits that I had, where I actually did have decent ones at that age. I was half decent at my notes and stuff, and learning. I just didn't bother, because I didn't care, because I was pissed off at the teacher. And then we went to high school, I didn't want to do Spanish, so I said, fuck it, I'll do German. And I was enjoying the first 2 years of German, and then I picked it at GCSE because I was enjoying it, I was doing well, and then I got a shit teacher, and then I wanted to die slightly. And it's if I'd have been allowed, or even encouraged at all to pick up languages when I was younger, I'd be so fucking happy. Because languages are really fun, and honestly, I forgot how much fun it was to learn one until I picked up Swedish again. Because, honest to God, German sucked the joy out of it for me, to the point where I spent 3 years being so salty about it that I didn't pick another language. Because I was too mad.
I had to do Spanish for every year from 4th grade through 8th grade.
Ew.
So that's through the very beginning of high school.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have language classes available at my high school. And the problem with that was that they only ever did beginner Spanish. So I have,
4 years of beginner Spanish.
4 years of beginner Spanish, and I am so goddamn sick of beginner Spanish. I will never take a Spanish course
Because
again.
You can't be bothered to learn all the stuff that you've already learned.
I've learned it so many times, and yeah, okay, I forget a lot of it, but the thing is I know enough to be able to at least rudimentarily...
That's probably correct. It's not like we actually work on proper grammar in this fucking stream anyway.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I can help someone who doesn't speak English with the little shit Spanish that I know.
Yeah. And I could probably, get to a restaurant or something.
Yeah, I could get to a restaurant, I could ask, where's the bathroom, and...
Directions,
hello,
things like
please,
that.
And thank you. Yeah. I know enough Spanish to get by, and I am so sick.
We're just bitching about languages. You missed me butchering the shit out of Swedish earlier.
It was great. She was speaking really well.
Me butchering the shit out of it. Kali, compliments. Okay, I recognise 3 out of 4 words. I don't know what more is, but I'm going to assume that it's some variation of is or something, because the other words are how, your, and Swedish. So I'm going to assume it's some variation of is or something. Achievement get, random language class.
Fuck yeah. But no, if I never see another Spanish class...
Oh, goes. Okay. Yeah, goes is a word that I've picked up a couple times, but it's in, I am going to, as in, walking and shit. Gora and Orca. That's probably not how you say that. A with a funny circle, K-E-R. So, fucked if I know how you actually pronounce that, because I do know how to do it, but usually only when I'm parroting, so...
Yay for Spinny Blade Tracy!
But yeah, those things are cool. What the fuck are they called? We have a fun name for them in this country. Yeah, they're maple seeds. We have a
they're like helicopter seeds,
yeah, helicopter seeds. Yeah, context-based words. We were talking about that earlier. I explained to Callie the 6 versions of you. Or 6 versions of your, I guess. Because Callie was talking about how she hates, like, the German the, because there's so many versions. And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about your, where there's 6 of them. To be fair, it's
I was actually bitching about the Italian you.
Oh yeah, you were bitching about the Italian you. Yeah, the German the led to N and S, which I still haven't figured out how to identify them just based on the word and have to wait for the form to come about so I can figure it out. It's kind of great, but hey, I'm getting there. Yeah, I got past checkpoint 2, so I'm on to, like, segment 3 of the stuff now. The lesson I'm starting tomorrow is jobs, which will be fun.
That's fun, Posse.
Yeah, that's great. Huh, okay. Softly picking up languages in the background.
Yeah, no, I'm like sitting here trying to figure out how to pronounce that because I'm like interested now.
Now, I'm going to assume that I'm probably butchering this slightly, but I would have said, Hermordu?
Hey! Thank you for the sub,
a sub.
Aussie.
We likes the subs.
Thanks for the resub.
Yeah. Because I know, like, how is, like, her, essentially, because of the dots. They, like, kind of E-ify it a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's weird to explain that.
I thought the umlaut made it sound like itself, so I would have pronounced that here.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit different in Swedish, because it's kind of like an E sound, except it's not always an E sound, as I demonstrated earlier with apple, which is just kind of like apple. It's basically the same thing, but it's got dots on it. It's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
The only one that makes sense is the circle, because it makes things sound like O's. That's pretty much the only thing there. Yeah, the dots are evil. The O's make sense, but the dots can go fuck themselves, honestly. They're a mess. But yeah, more is how I'd have said the centre word, because of, like, the A with an O over it, because, like, it's like an O-y sound out of it. So yeah, probably Hermordu. That's one of my favourite parts about Swedish, is the amount of slurring together I can get through. Because, Jesus fuck, when you do the speaking things and, like, the listening on Duolingo as well.
Okay, how the fuck do you pronounce those?
Okay, no, they're just the same they're just a representation of it more literally. So yeah, the dots are more like an AE sound, and the O's are kind of like A's. Yeah, Swedish has both forms of A. And yeah, like, so the O slash is like the O with an umlaut / O with a circle, I think. Or, no, you only get O's with umlauts, you don't get O's with circles, you only get umlauts for O's. Yeah, Swedish has both forms of A, which is always fun as fuck when I have to deal with that in my translation stuff. But yeah, one of my favourite things to do is the listening and speaking ones. Because the amount of slurred together shit that you get out of it is amazing. It's a train wreck. And of course, you can't do that when you're speaking it, you've got to pronounce it properly into the speaking thing. But fuck me, when you're listening to the, like, to the full speed listening thing, it's a train wreck. Because, like, they slur bits together, and occasionally I have missed words just completely because they didn't happen in the fucking thing. Oh my god,
they do that in Italian too, and it drives me bonkers.
Yeah, literally, the way I've been doing it at this point is I listen to the full speed, put down what I'm reasonably sure I heard, and then use the slow version to make sure none of the words got eaten. Because it's like, fuck me. I had one happen the other day where that happened, and I was like, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, like I got one wrong the other day that was just like, oh, you mean there's an N in there? Well, fuck you.
There was none of that happened. Yeah, my favourite thing that happens with is, fuck,
God,
it's a really, yeah, Danish sounds horrible, honestly. Like, no offence to the Danes, but Danish sounds awful. I don't know if I have it written down, because I think it happened before I had this notebook, and I don't have my other notebooks with me, I don't think. But there's a specific sentence of, yes there is, or something like that. But it's literally the worst. I'm like frantically looking through notebooks to see if I've got the notebook on me with the sentence in it, because it's the worst thing ever. It's like, you're there, go there, or something like that, and it's a fucking mess. Because that gets slurred together into, like, one mess when you're actually, like, doing the listening bit for it. If I can find it, I'll actually try and pronounce that better than what I just said.
I just remembered something that makes me want to stab the owl.
Go ahead.
You ever get those ones where they're like, because there is, like, a word for have that is also I have at the same time?
We have that sometimes, yeah.
So it's like, in Italian, there's io, which is I have, and, like, tu-o and voi-o and right.
Yeah.
All those things. So you can either say io-o or o.
Yeah.
And then when you say io-o, you get it wrong because they wanted you to just say o.
Oh, wow, that's great. I had some fun with that with, like, specific shit earlier, but, like, it wasn't that bad, and it was mostly just, like, me being a bit stupid when it came to some of the words. I know where it should be, because it should be in, like, the questions segment. I'm still looking for the thing. It should be in the questions segment, because I think the first half of it is, like, is there any food or something like that. So it should be in the questions piece, which will be further along than this, because that's colours. Colours, 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 colours. That's questions. Let's see if I can find it. I might not have written it down, honestly, because it would have been one of the fucking... Oh, well, here's one. Ja, de, ha, jag, which is, yes, I do, essentially. But when it's actually said in, like, the full speed, it eats half of the sentence, because it's said so quickly, and things are, like, pronounced similarly, so it's like, ja, de, ha, jag, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Whoa.
Yeah, literally, like, my reaction the first time was like, the fuck was that?
I swear to God, the Swedish chef just entered my body.
I'm getting nodded at. Did I actually pronounce that properly? Shit, I'm impressed, because I fucked up a bit, I think. It felt like a fuck-up. That was great. But yeah, it's a train wreck when that happens.
How to speak Swedish correctly. If you feel like you're fucking up, you're saying it right.
Yeah, honestly, like... I really do want to see if I can find this one, because it is... The thing that is, like, the worst part is the fact that it is, like, day. So it's ja, or yo, which is, like, a yes form, and then day, which is it, and then it's go, and then day again. But they get slurred together, so it doesn't sound like that center word is what it is, and it gets fucked up, and I fucked it up so many times because of it, like in the listening ones, because that's the one that started my listen to the slow version as well, because I got confused as hell. Although, can I just say that my favourite fucking thing is, like, asking, is there something? Or saying there is no, because, like, the one that I just spotted is, there is no coffee. Right? So it's, det finns inget kaffe. Well, det finns means exists, so it literally means coffee does not exist, also, basically. It basically means there is no coffee in the vicinity, because it doesn't exist. It's great. Like, that's genuinely one of my favourite segments.
One of the things that I've started having to do is, translate stuff into English in my head, literally. So it's like, sugar there is none, or
yeah, it saved my ass a few times doing it that way as well.
Where it's just like,
achievement get compliments.
Yeah. It's just, it's bonkers.
Yeah, it's a wreck. I love it. Yeah, we were just talking earlier about it, Oxy, where Callie mentioned, like, I'll probably get to the point soonish where I'd be able to hold decent-ish conversations in voice with you so that I could try and work on the accent. And it's like, because my accent is great when I'm parroting, but I'm not entirely certain about it when I'm just, like, reading it from my books or whatever, or, like, doing it from memory. But it led to the conversation of, whenever I'm having to actually deal with speaking it to a native speaker, every single speck of confidence fucks off. It happened when I went to Germany a few years back. Like, I was vaguely confident, I knew what I had to say to ask my question, and I walked over there, like, right confident to ask my question, and then I looked that person in the eyes and went, I am not butchering your language, I'll just ask in English. Because I am not fucking speaking German to this person when I am having to look them in the eyes. Tenor will probably look weirdly at you. That'll be fun. We love just strange looks. And yeah, I don't seem to have the question, which is odd, because I'm sure I wrote it down at least once. But like, yeah, it is literally just the worst thing I've ever had the honour of reading when I saw that. Or like, listening to. And even now, whenever I hear it come up on the fucking listening thing, it's like, oh no, I know exactly what you just said, but I still need to slow it down to check it, because holy shit, I'm not certain. because it's a mess.
See, we need to get some Italian speakers into this server.
We do. Let's just kidnap some Italians. That'd be a great idea.
Yes, we will kidnap the Italians.
Great sentence, that. Nothing weird with this, it's fine. But yeah, like, literally... Like I say, by this point, I have gotten to the point where I recognise that sentence the second it starts in the listening thing. Whenever I'm doing the refresher lessons, I recognise it the second it shows up and know exactly what they said. But I still have to double check sometimes because I'm like, fuck, did I actually put this right? Because it's a mess.
Excellent. Oh my god, I just thought of something cool you could do at some point, like when you get really good.
I also just suddenly remembered the problems of because in this language, but go ahead, I'll explain that in a second.
Do a Swedish language stream.
Oh, I could. That would be awful, but yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, that would be a really good way to get people in your chat correcting your pronunciation and shit.
Yeah,
and you seem
sure
to be
would.
a lot more confident speaking it out loud when you can't see the people you're talking to.
It does help, yeah. I don't have to look at you. I don't have to look you in the eyes and see the disappointed cringe as I fuck up, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so the fun that was because... So you've got Darfor at, which is not how you properly say it, but it's like D, A with the fucking umlauts, and then the O's got umlauts as well, and it's like, thanks. But yeah, you got Darfor at, and then you've got eftersom. And those are both because, but eftersom is also since. So you've got to figure out what the fuck's going on, and that was a really great, like, first learning curve with that one, because Derfarat, and it was the worst thing ever, because I was like, okay, after some, that's because, that's fine. I know this. And then fucking Derfarat came up, and I'm like, okay, that's also because. Not the first time we've had two words for the same thing, I'll accept it. Me staring at the fucking your collection over there, and it was just like, okay, that's fine. And then a sentence comes up that asks me to translate, and it's got because in it. And both Derfarat and after some are in the fucking word selector at the bottom. So I clicked,
well, shit.
Yeah, I clicked eftersom, and I'm told that it's wrong and it's Derfarat, and I'm like, are you shitting me? You've told me that they're the same word. So I then eventually had to learn that no, eftersom is apparently since. But it can also be used as because. So I'm like...
So how do you say it? Eftersom?
Yeah, eftersom. Like after, basically, but with an E, and then som.
Okay. So that one is the, because of kind of thing?
As far as I can tell, yeah, that seems to be how it is. Like, it's because of or since this is happening, whereas Darfarat is, like, actual because, I guess. Which is always
like,
fun.
I want to because of something.
Which, when two words into one is really good. Love it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Kali can see my chat, to be fair, so... but the reposts are always good.
Oh yes, I can. I'm watching Pix's stream on my phone,
Although
so I can keep an eye on her chat.
My favourite part is the fact that they're in my autocorrect now. Yeah, there you go. That's how you spell it. Therefore. Yeah. It's in my autocorrect at this point. If I put D and then the correct form of A into it, it comes up as like the second option, which is always a good sign when your autocorrect is trying to put Swedish words in for you. But yeah, it's great. Swedish is a fun language, but it's also been such a train wreck to learn because of these things. Like I say, I still don't actually know how to figure out beforehand if it's N or et until the point where I see the form instead, and I'm like, okay, I know what kind of word this is now. I have to guess until I figure it out, or until it's like straight up shown to me like there, this is N whatever, or it's et whatever, and it's the worst.
I'm still having trouble with, what is it, conjugating? What is the one where it's like you have the verb?
I think conjugating is right.
Yeah, the difference between they, and us or we.
Yeah.
Is like so it's because it's so close together, right? It's so like we write is scriviamo.
Yeah.
They write is scriviano.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, good. Enjoy your fucked up pronunciation games. It's fun as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Swedish has skriva for right, which has been nice to figure out. Skriva.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a good word. It's also got Rita, or Rita, for draw, basically, which is a fun one. I have so much fun with Swedish, honestly, because there's some really nice words.
Yeah, I would just like to murder
Latin.
whoever decide. Yeah, just shoot Latin in the face.
I just like to shoot the concept of Latin.
It's
already dead.
Yeah.
It's already dead. Just stop it.
Kind of beat this dead horse of a language.
Yeah, like it needs to chill. Lagom and Fika. Okay, I don't know either of those. Those haven't popped up yet, so I'd like to know what those ones are. Unless you're informing me they're the most important because they're curse words. In which case, yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yes,
swear words are always the most important thing to learn.
Yeah, one of the first things you should learn in any language are the swear words.
Yeah. That and, like, as many puns as you can figure out, to be fair, but...
Well, that and asking where the bathroom is.
Yeah, that too. You always want to know where the bathroom is, you want to know how to swear, and you want to see how many puns you can make out of your limited vocabulary.
Also, you also kind of want to know whatever words they would use to... Oh, nice.
I didn't realise there was a specific word for a coffee break, because I probably would have just used the 2 words for coffee and break, whatever the fuck break is, because I haven't gotten there yet either, but, like, I probably would have just used, like, cafe and then whatever the hell break is. Lagom is a nice word. Do not confuse fika for a normal coffee break. There is a very important distinction.
Alright.
It's a phenomenon. It is an event. Fika is an event. That's great. I suppose it's like British tea breaks. They are an event. They are an occurrence, okay?
Mm-hmm. It's not a tea break. It is a tea break. Capital T, capital B.
Yeah. There is an event happening in the fucking background of this incident. Oh, so it's like a social event, essentially. So it's like work-mandated social events, almost.
Wait.
But for coffee. That's kind of cool, actually. Although I don't drink coffee, so I'd probably have a bad time there, but you know. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, it is literally your work-mandated coffee break. Like, literally.
Huh.
That's cool, actually.
That is pretty cool, except for the fact that I'm an introvert and the very concept makes me want to scream.
Well, I have problems with that, but I also have problems with the fact that there'd be coffee there.
I have no problems with the coffee, as long as I could just pretend not to exist while sitting in a corner.
Yeah, that could work. Either that or just decaf, I guess. As long as it's not got too much caffeine in it, I'm probably fine. I say, still having Pepsi in my fridge. Yeah, it does sound really interesting, actually. This has been a good podcast. It started off with cartoons and ended with language.
We still got an hour left.
I know, we've still got an hour left, and it'll probably continue to be the languages and culture stuff, because honestly, this is fun.
Oh yeah, no, culture and languages is great.
Yeah, I have so much fun with that sort of shit. It's part of the reason that Building the World was one of my favourite modules this year. It's like, hell yes, culture. You'd think that would be reading... Amusingly, you'd think that would have been reading the world, considering the entire point of reading the world is culture of other countries and how it affected the plays and shit. And like the writing, but honest to God, it was more just let's just read a bunch of shit from around the world and also plug one of my own pieces. Not that it wasn't fun. Actually, I did not hate that plugged piece. It was pretty good, actually. Also, we straight up got dropped in it right at the end of the fucking year. We got informed that my teacher had apparently met Nelson Mandela at one point.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it just got dropped on us in the last lesson of the year that at one point the man met Nelson Mandela and like a group of a bunch of scriptwriters and stuff and got commissioned to write something for him.
Christ.
Yeah,
seriously?
He met him at the gym at one point afterwards, like during the commission thing. Like the helicopter just landed out on the field, on like the playing field of the gym. Security's going nuts, and he walks over and greets my teacher by name. And I'm just like, what the fuck? This is not something you drop on us at the last lesson of the year. Like, oh god, what the fuck? My squares were great.
I only didn't qualify for 4 of those.
I qualified for... I forgot 2 of them. Or at least one of them. I'd have to pull it up to actually say which ones I qualified for, and I'm not doing it on my computer because obvious reasons. So I'll pull it up on Discord and just add the one that I skipped. It's easier. Discord, media share.
I cannot fucking... I only didn't qualify for 4.
Yeah, I saw yours. It was kind of great.
I felt so called out.
Yeah, where's mine? So yeah, I had fixing canon, this idea won't shut up until I write it, everyone lives and nothing hurts, thought of a great scene, woke up at 3 a.m. with an idea, I was joking with my friend and it happened, which I think we all know which one that one is. The free space, because obviously you steal the free space, spite, thought of a great line, gift fic, I don't even know, and just to see if I could. And then I realised this morning that I'd forgotten fuck this character in particular. Which is technically what my current, one of my current Marvel projects is, which is the one where I have to write both romance and emotional abuse. One of those is easier than another is.
Yeah.
Hint, it's not the fucking romance.
Yeah. No, literally, my fuck this character in particular one was where I was in the Voltron fandom, and I got so sick and tired of Allura saying form Voltron that I wrote a fic where I dropped in out of thin air, punched her in the face, and screamed at her to stop saying form Voltron.
That is the best kind. I think that one also counts as spite, honestly, at that point.
It does.
Like, that's spite right there.
I got yelled at because I was in a Voltron, fucking Discord server at the time, and I posted it in their writing channel because I was so pissed off about it.
That's great.
I got yelled at by like half the members of that server.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, mine can pretty much be like the reasons for it. We've got fixing canon is at least partly SEW. SEW. The Shifter AU, for Everyone Lives and Nothing Hurts. Thought of a Great Scene is 80% of my writing at this point. 3 a.m. with an idea is probably the fucking Tony and Goose one that I need to do at some point, which is part of the Shifters. Fuck this character in particular is one that I stole from the Marvel Discord that I'm in. Spite, generally. Thought of a Great Line, is at least partly the one of the MCU shorts that I've got saved to write at some point, which is, well, I say saved to write, I think I've actually finished it, which is an Age of Ultron rewrite. Gift fic is, at the very least, the Shifters and also the Cyndaquil and Flabébé snips that I need to do. I don't even know is just general, and just to see if I could is at least partly because I started writing fanfiction in the first place, honestly.
Right.
That's the entire reason I started, I don't even know.
Let's see, what have I got? I've got, this idea won't shut up until I write it, which is Aftermath, which is my massive Homestuck thing. Found a prompt list was a couple of unposted things. Everyone Lives and Nothing Hurts is also Aftermath. Thought of a Great Scene is, Next 7th Chevron. I woke up at 3 a.m. with an idea, and it came to me in a dream, are both, what was it called? In the Interest of Change and Hide and Seek.
Yeah.
I Just Need Them to Suffer is a few of my the Adventure Zone one-shots. Thought of a Great Line is another of my Adventure Zone one-shots. I don't even know is most of them. Fixing Fanon was the Adventures in Unplanned Babysitting.
Yeah. I probably could qualify for fixing Fanon somewhere, but I can't think of a single example, so it doesn't count.
Right. What happens after canon is the entire Aftermath universe. If no one else will write it, I will, is the Three Girl God Breakfast Club series that I never really continued. And it's the Jupiter Ascending Avengers one that I started and then decided was a one-shot, but I might expand because the idea amuses me greatly.
That's fun.
Well, it ends up with fucking Jupiter coming after Thor with a restraining order.
Never mind, please continue. I am intrigued.
Well, because the apples of Eden are a way of prolonging life and youth, right?
Yeah.
And in Jupiter Ascending, they basically make this stuff called Regenex that is made of people that does the same thing.
Okay.
And Odin refused to share how the apples of Eden are made with Seraphi's entire society thereby condoning the slaughter of billions of humans every, like, pretty much every day.
Wonderful.
So she basically bought Earth and took out a restraining order on the entire Asgardian culture.
Good. Love it.
Which is what kicked them off Earth in the first place. And so when Seraphi dies, Odin finds out and is all like, cool, now I can start using this place as my dumping ground again, which is where Thor comes in, and then Jupiter finds out about the old restraining order and why it was there, and the whole short story ends with this little robot lawyer marching up to Thor and handing him a sheaf of papers and saying, "You've been served."
I love it. I am so fucking amazed. Hey, Shard. I'm just dying, Shard. It's fine. That's amazing.
I have no idea where I would go after that. I just thought of that and it was just like, I need to see if these two match. Yeah. And they did well enough.
Taylor of the Blues is pretty good, even though I know fuck all about the crossover setting. I mean, I argue that for a lot of my worm shit, so who cares? I'll read it anyway. Yeah, I probably could put I Just Need Them to Suffer down as one as well for the Age of Ultron rewrite. Which is a really fun fucking thing. I sent you the snippet for that, didn't I? The bit that I was talking about?
You did send me the snippet, yeah.
Yeah, that one specific snippet. That is pretty much the I just want them to suffer bit.
Right.
Honestly, that entire thing is really good. I should send it to you and/or post it soon. I'm planning on getting a couple of other snippets written and dumping them all at once.
Leaf! Hi, Leaf!
Hey, Leaf. But yeah, currently I have, like, one. Or, well, two, technically. I'd like to get at least a couple more done before I start dumping them all at once.
Poor Oxy.
Poor Oxy, yeah. But yeah, my plan at the moment is I've got, definitely the Cyndaquil Flabebe.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly finishing up the other one that I stole from the MCU Discord. But that one's difficult because, like I say, romance and emotional abuse are both hard to write.
Yes.
Especially when you're not really in the mood to be depressed.
Emotional abuse is unnervingly not hard to write.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's hard to write, but mostly just because it makes you, like, miserable because it's not actually difficult to write.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit, okay. But yeah,
it's
and
like,
then...
this is telling me shit about myself I didn't want to think about.
Yeah, and then I want to do at least one or two of the Avengers ones, although I need to rethink the Fury thing again, because like I say, we had that joke about Nick Fury and the cat in the chat the other day. And yeah. I'm really tempted to actually have him be a cat now, just because that would explain why he puts up with all of Tony's bullshit.
And it would be fucking hilarious if Tony didn't know that at first, and Fury just walks up onto the roof and Tony tries to kick him out, being all like, this is a cat's only place, and he just, like, shifts into cat, and he's just like, okay, now as I was fucking saying.
Well, actually, to be fair, I need to edit something into that, the Gossip Session one, because I had an idea while working on some other stuff that means I need to edit a line or two into that, so that I'm not skipping out on something that will occur earlier in the series. Which will involve Tony's Malibu house, very specifically having a very big fish pond and a good bit of light.
Hell yeah.
It's the original roof. I can't have a pond, but we do have a very nice rooftop. So, you know, it's like, it's always going to have light, whereas the rest of them aren't.
Kidding? You're telling me that Tony, I am a literal billionaire Stark, would not have an extension built onto the roof so he could have grass and small trees and a rooftop garden with a pond and a shit ton of koi.
Well, now that you've said that, yes, I am aware that he probably would have done, but that requires me to rewrite the entire section or put it earlier, which means fucking with my timeline. So, actually, to be fair, no, I don't necessarily have to, but yeah, he probably would do that. It is Tony.
Actually, well, literally just have him not have thought of it.
Yeah. I didn't think of it. He can not think of shit like that. Actually, to be fair, I got another fucking random idea that I also stole from the Marvel Discord, which is essentially Tony is getting his engineer card revoked by Stark R&D.
Oh no!
It's like, yeah, he's getting his engineer card temporarily revoked for being a dumb fuck.
Okay, no, Tony is not an arse.
Tony is an arse, but he's a decent arse. And I'm not
got an
actually
ass
talking
like
about the
that.
looks of his ass, so...
Well, he doesn't actually have that nice of an ass anyway.
Fair argument.
Like, he's got a nice everything else, but his ass is kind of lacking.
That's a sentence. Anyway, but
Sorry.
yeah. No, it's fine, I started it. It's my fault for that sentence happening, but yeah. But no, I could absolutely see him putting a fucking rooftop garden up there, specifically for the cat gossip sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be great. I like that there's Warcraft happening in here, Marvel's happening over here, it's like, ta-da. I love this.
Yeah,
This fucking stream is the best sort of shit.
Yeah, these streams are great.
God damn it, Leaf.
It's called leg day and he skips it too often.
Yeah. Which is impressive, really. You'd think he'd not skip it too often, given that fucking suit. Like, imagine the amount of strength that it would take to carry that fucking thing, like, even if it's powered.
It is powered, but yeah. I mean, well...
Like, it's gotta be fucking heavy, right? Especially considering the G-forces
no,
that he's dealing with in flight, like...
Yeah, no, it's gotta be fucking heavy.
Probably someone's
I don't
done
know,
the
maybe
math
he
of this
does have a
somewhere.
nice ass.
Yeah. I don't know, time to pull up Marvel.
Literal electroshock therapy to his ass just to make sure the muscles keep in shape. Shard and I had the same thought at the same time.
Oh my god, what the fuck have I started? I love this
I'm
place.
sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's first of all my fault for my joke, but second of all just par for the course in this place. These streams are a crack den.
These streams are fucking amazing.
They're great.
And they're fun to listen back to, especially when I'm working on shit.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't realize until I was listening back to some of them that we're actually objectively hilarious.
Yeah, we're kind of awesome. It's great. Like, yeah, you get me laughing and you get you laughing on stream, but you don't realise until you're actually listening back with like a couple weeks of separation how fucking funny some of this shit is.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny in the moment, but you listen back to it like 3 or 4 weeks later and you're like, Jesus fuck, we are hilarious.
Either that or it sounds like we're on, like, pot or something. It sounds like we're high.
Could be both.
Because of how random some of this shit is.
Could be both. I think that's just the curse of having writers, like, fucking, like, a writer brain, is just some of this shit's weird.
Yeah, no, that's fair. How the fuck have I done 200 encounters?
I don't know, that's a good question, because I'm having the same problem at the moment. My encounters have also been podcasts. Yeah, that's pretty much what these are, podcasts.
Yes, podcasts.
Uh,
Neither of us are actually high.
yeah, neither of us are actually, like, in any way having any sort of drugs at all. It's just that this is natural, apparently.
Yeah,
Natural lunacy.
We're just natural crack.
Natural crack.
Well, speaking of Tony's ass again.
God help us,
That is
okay.
some natural crack.
Oh.
You're welcome.
And banned. And that's it, everybody. I know we've still got like half an hour or whatever the fuck, but end of stream, we're done here. Turn around, going to bed.
Banned forever.
Turning around, going to bed. Just headset off, glasses off, fall over, go to bed.
I would apologize, but I'm not sorry because that was funny.
That was funny, yeah. I'm not sorry either, that's the best bit.
Excellent.
Oh my god. My encounters have been... Go on. I was just going to say,
No,
my encounters have been a bit slower today, obviously, because I've been digging through my notepads for a lot of this. Oh my god.
Part of me really wants to rewrite hide and seek, and the other part of me is like, if I never look at that fucking story again, it will be too soon.
Which one was hide and seek? I don't quite remember that one.
That was the Naruto Pokemon
Oh, that one
crossover
was fucking good.
I'm glad you like it.
I don't apologise for this.
It's just...
It's like, you people like my disaster writing, I'm allowed to write what you think is your disaster writing.
No, the thing is, it's not even a disaster. Like, objectively, it's decent.
Yeah. You just hate
But
it.
No, I don't even really hate it. I'm bored with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Apathy. The true killer of words.
Yeah. Like, the thing is like, and I'm not even bored with the idea of writing it. I'm bored with the concept of where I was heading with it. Oh, everyone gets a Pokemon now, and now, like, what made the main character special isn't special anymore, and now they're gonna do this and that and the other thing, and then the QB is gonna break free and be, like, this big, huge threat that they're gonna have to battle with their Pokemon, and then the power of friendship will prevail, and it'll turn back into a proper fucking Ninetales, and...
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's the sort of plot where it was fun for the first 10 minutes, and then you just want to drink.
Yeah, like, it had that stereotypical Pokemon 2000 movie feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean.
As much fun as it is to watch the Pokemon movies, it's really not that fun to write them.
Yeah. I've got to do it at some point. There's a fic that I write, Guardians of Power. It's been dead for like 2 years because I stopped being able to give a shit for a while and then picked up SEW. It's coming back at some point. It might have been dead for longer than 2 years, actually, at this point. But the point of the matter is, at some point, I'm gonna write the movies for that, and I don't want to. But, like, I'm gonna. I'm gonna, but I don't fucking want to. I'll be bitching the entire time.
Well, it wasn't even just that shard. It was also... It felt trite. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So on my end, I'm going technically for Nidoran male, but I also will not object to Vulpix. Nidoran female is a bit lower on the list, but I'll take it. I think Kali's just going for anything at this point.
Anything, but
it's not like it matters, we're ending it after one of us gets a fucking shiny anyway, so...
I'm half tempted to go up into the fucking grass and just...
Yeah, just do something else. Yeah, I won't object to a shiny Vulpix. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be using it due to the fact that we are ending this race. Well, the thing is, as much as I like shiny Vulpix, I kind of have an idea where I want a Nidoran male. Because originally I planned this hunt out when we were still planning to actually finish the race, whereas now we're just killing it, whoever gets a shiny next wins. Or if I get a shiny, it's a win. If Kali does, it's a draw. Just so that we can move on to a game with decent shiny odds.
Yeah, because this is just killing us.
Yeah, like, as much fun as the podcast is, I also want to die. Because we'll continue the podcast when it starts doing the fucking soft resets in the next one, where I've got to input my nickname every single time.
Are we sure that's not Black and White 2?
What?
That's Black and White 2.
What do you mean?
That has the nickname.
No, that's X and Y. Trust me, I did a hunt for a fucking Fennekin in that game. It's X and Y.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, you get to choose between, like, big and then the first letter of your name, little, or, like, lil and the first letter of your name, or, like, a custom one. And since I want my custom one to be Pix, I've got to manually input that every time.
Oh, wait, isn't there also Lady? Or
Oh, yeah, Lady, I think, or something like that.
Or Master or whatever.
Yeah. It's gonna fucking suck, whatever the situation of the matter is, it's like... But trust me, I did a hunt for a Fennekin in that game. It's X and Y. It's Gen 6.
Damn.
It was painful to the point where I stopped putting in a nickname after a while because I just gave up giving a shit. I was like, I don't care about my character nickname anymore, and if I want to change the name for my Pokemon, I'll do it later. Not doing it manually.
Yeah, where is the name raider guy in that game?
Fucked if I know. 4th Gym Town, maybe? Or 2nd?
Something like that.
I don't remember. I'd shout at my Alexa normally, but I don't have it with me here. So, I can't do that anymore. It's reasonably, like, early mid-game, I think, so it shouldn't be too long. You probably can, actually. That's the thing, because I don't know when it chooses, like, when it gens the shiny value. We have actually talked about doing a test, where what we're going to do is, I'll put in the nickname, make a save state at the nickname part, and then pick the Pokemon, check the stats. Write down the stats, reload the save state, and then, pick the Pokemon, check the stats again, and if they're the same stats, it didn't regen the Pokemon. If they're different stats, it means it's regenning that way, so we can do it a bit faster by just binding the reload save state button to something quick to press, and do it that way instead. So I'll test it on stream,
Oh, we're gonna test that on stream?
Well, I was gonna. You can test it off stream if you want. I don't really care, to be honest. It needs to be tested, and when we figure that information out, it'll make the resets faster, so.
Testing it on stream is fine.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Although, to be fair,
cheating.
Yeah, testing it off stream does also mean, though, that it's a bit easier to do the rebinding of keys midway through.
That is true. That is true.
Somebody is pushing
I might just test it after this.
Yeah, that's fair. Someone's pushing a table around. I can hear it, like...
Brilliant.
Yeah, I can hear it making, like, the vibraty sounds on the floor, and it's like, thanks, could you maybe not? Just get another person and pick it up, please. Or hell, pick it up yourself, it's not that big of a table. Yeah, it depends on how the save state, there we go, like, handles it and stuff. It'll be weird. We'll figure it.
Yeah, because it might generate the seed at the beginning of that conversation.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
I really hope that it doesn't, honestly. I hope it generates upon picking the Pokemon. Because that's what it normally does for, like, most games, from what I understand. Except for this one, Heart Gold Soul Silver, where it gens it upon talking to... I think it's upon talking to the device, it gens the Pokemon. Because obviously you can see if they're shiny in the carousel. Whereas I think the others only generate upon picking the Pokemon. But I don't know 100%, so... That's why we need to test it, because I don't actually have all the info for that.
I might cry if they shiny lock for Brilliant Diamond Shining
Yeah,
Pearl.
honestly. Like, as much as it would be nice because it means that I'm not tempted to shiny hunt at the start of my game, which I don't like doing, honestly, like, it pisses me off because I want to just play the game. If they actually, like, purposely shiny lock it, I'll be a bit salty. Because, there's a difference between not wanting to do it and not having the choice. Like, I didn't want to do it for Sword and Shield either because the soft resets are bollocks, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't have liked the choice to do it.
Right.
By the way, fuck soft resetting in the new games. Because you have to go through the home menu and reload. It's more of a hard reset than a soft reset. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Like I say, we'll test that later, / tomorrow, / whenever the fuck, and we'll figure out when it gens. Did I increment? I don't think I did. Whoops. But we'll figure it out from there, and then we'll know whether or not we're doing fast soft resets or really fucking slow ones. Because, fun fact, the soft resets in total are like a minute and a half or so. From what I remember. It's still not as bad as Gen 7. Gen 7's worse, it's 3 minutes. We timed it. It's 3 minutes of fucking cutscene.
That's the worst.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't do starter hunts in that game by soft reset, and I did them via breeding instead. Because I did soft resets for a better nature, and I wanted to die, honestly.
Masada is killing me for Toxel.
Yeah, Masada is painful when you don't have the charm. It's painful when you do, but it's a slightly less painful experience. Yeah, probably. We could probably find a way to force it to do it, but... if it does it itself, then that's just one more thing we don't have to deal with. It's still a shame we don't have Pokegen to give us the frickin' shiny charm. I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah, that's annoying. I would almost say let's do black and white, but you want to do your, White 2 New Game Plus thing.
Yeah, to be fair, I've still got to beat White 2. That's the thing. Still got to beat the fucking thing. Well, yeah, then it's not Masada, it's just breeding. It's full odds at that point. If you don't have a foreign language Pokemon, it's just full odds. I hate to break that one to you, but it is. It's just full odds. So you're working at like the 1 in 4,000 or 1 in 1,000, whatever, if you have shiny charm or not, rather than the 1 in 600 / 1 in 500.
Yeah, Wonder Trades are really useful for getting foreign language Pokemon.
Yeah, or if you're looking specifically for Ditto, you get on at some wonky-ass time, and there's a... What is it? 438s, 438s, is the link trade code. Ditto-only trading. So you put a Ditto in, you get a Ditto out. Or that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Some people use it without Ditto, and you just leave the trade for that, because obviously you can see before it's traded. But yeah, that's honestly probably the other good way of getting one.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
Yeah, same. Well, no it doesn't, because it's literally just go online, put in the code, offer Ditto, wait for other person to also show Ditto, trade. It's very limited. It's basically Wonder Trade, but with extra steps. Hey, 420.
Hey.
Welcome to the only bit of amusement I can get out of this. Is making 420 jokes because I'm slowly just dying inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's also more reliable than Wonder Trade.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's reasonable. We've just kind of hit that natural lull of the conversation now where neither of us have a fucking topic. It's like, shit, hang on.
I don't know, I got too enthusiastic in the first half of the podcast and now I'm tired.
Yeah, honestly, same. It's like the fucking cartoon and then the language rant took it all out of us. We've run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Writing is good. I did some writing while I was making food earlier because my thing was on Google Docs. It's now like 600 and a bit words.
Yay!
Yep.
Also, yay for Oxy doing the wordsmith thing.
Yeah, that's also good. And yeah, then we'll be ranting about us being crackheads. It'll be great.
Yes. That seems very legitimate.
That is kind of just the summary. You know, one thing that I haven't done, actually, that I've just remembered looking up at my notes on the side, is I need to look into the Ben 10 stuff still. Still haven't done that. It's been like a week and a bit, but you know, I'll get around to it. It's on the list with everything fucking else. Up to and including being salty about my goddamn tablet.
There was something else I wanted to bring up, and I can't remember what.
Yeah, that's end of the...
Oh shit, you ever watch the Jackie Chan Adventures?
I remember that. I know the name. Don't know if I watched it.
You need to watch it because it's a trip and a goddamn half.
I'm getting flashbacks to fucking... What was it called? Chopsocky Chucks or whatever the fuck that was. I'm getting flashbacks to that now. Because that's what that name reminded me of for some reason.
No, okay, so it's literally Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan is voiced by Jackie Chan. It's a cartoon. And in it, Jackie Chan is an archaeologist. His uncle runs a shop, and his niece Jade lives with them, apparently. And there are these talismans, one for each of the zodiac, Chinese zodiac, and they give you different powers based on which one you're holding. Or, you know, if you have them all, then you have all the powers, because of course you do.
Naturally.
And there is a guy who is trying to steal them so that he can bring this dragon statue, sealed evil thing back
Fucking
to
dragons.
life. Right? And then there is this secret organization who's trying to stop them from doing this, but they don't understand magic, so they call in Jackie Chan with his archaeological expertise and mystical expertise and all that shit.
How the fuck does being an expert at archaeology lead to expert at magic?
Because his uncle's an expert at magic.
That's a fair argument.
And of course, there are ninja, magic ninja.
Can't have something without ninja.
And many, many martial arts fights.
Yay! Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to Chopsocky Chucks, that's what that reminds me of. Except without, like, dragons. That show was a fucking weird show.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My brother brought it up, like, a couple weeks ago, and it's been floating in the back of my mind. It's, like... I'd read you the Wikipedia article, honestly, because that's probably the best description you're ever gonna get out of it, because it is such just a fucking train wreck, and it doesn't make any sense.
Oh dear.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can get the wiki article up so I can see if I can actually get you a decent explanation of what this is. Essentially, it's like these fucking... I hesitate to call them chickens because they don't look like chickens, but they are kind of chickens, or they're supposed to be chickens. It's a bunch of kung fu fighting chickens in a really big-ass shopping mall kicking ass, and that's the show, basically.
What?
And the shopping mall is owned by their arch nemesis, Dr. Wasabi.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, I'll tell you that right now. It's really,
Dude,
really
that's
strange.
That's like Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
The fuck is that? Is that fake?
That's the name of the show. That is the name of the show.
That better be fake.
It's not.
It's not?
It's called Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
I need it. Okay. Alright then. See you later, Shard. Anyway, yeah, that's fucking weird. But yeah, Chopsaki Chucks, it's something that popped up at, like, dinner a couple weeks ago for no apparent reason. Apparently my brother had a flashback and suddenly remembered what it was, or something, so he brought it up, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that thing. I used to watch that quite a lot, because it was actually pretty good, assuming you ignore the fact that it genuinely watches like a crackfic reads. But like a serious crackfic, that's the best part. Like, not crack for the sake of crack, it's like decent crack. It's weird.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. It's like a fucking mess, but what the hell. It was pretty funny. I don't remember, like, the thing is I can't remember any specific episode, and that's the worst bit. I can remember, like, fragments of these chickens running about a shopping mall doing kung fu, but I can't actually remember any specific episode, except I think there was one with mind control. You know, as you do, because that's a kind of staple of these things. I'm pretty sure there was a mind control one, but genuinely I cannot remember any more episodes than that.
I literally remember nothing about Super Robot Monkey Team except for the fucking theme song.
And the title, apparently.
Well, yeah, because the theme song has the title in it.
That's fair. God, that sounds like it should be something that's fake. It sounds like something that somebody wrote into a fanfic because they needed a TV show name.
I know, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound real.
It's an actual real show, I swear.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, fucking let me pull up the wiki so I can give you the summary of it.
Yeah.
Because...
We've got to do it the right way here. Pull up Wikipedia. Ow.
Where's the wiki?
Childhood cartoons are such a fucking lunacy box. It's like, what the hell?
No, I don't want that. I want...
Like, it's genuinely like walking into madness. Like, what the fuck did I just step into? Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Your childhood.
Alright. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go is an American blah blah blah. It was created by blah 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 blah. The Super Robot Monkey Team is set in Sugazoom City.
Already off to a great start.
A city that takes up a good portion of its planet, also called Sugazoom. The rest of the planet is called the Zone of Wasted Years.
Well, that's dark.
The main character is a boy named Chiro. When he was exploring the outskirts of the city, he stumbles upon a giant abandoned robot. Once inside, his curiosity gets the better of him, and he pulls on an old, untouched switch, thus awakening the 5 robotic monkeys that form the Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce. In the process, Chiro is also fused himself with the Power Primate, allowing him to transform into the brave fighter and bold leader of the team. With the aid of the 5 robot monkeys, Antari, Mr. Hal Gibson, Sparks 77, Otto, and Nova, their mission is to save Sugazoom City from the Skeleton King, the main antagonist of the city.
That was something. It got, like, crazy, and then it started getting slightly sane for a moment, and then Skeleton King happened, and I was like, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, you got past the monkeys bit, and I was like, okay, fair enough, it's like a stereotypical superhero team thing, that's reasonably fair then, and then you said Skeleton King, and I was like, and there's the crazy. What the fuck?
Oh no, you, this isn't even done with the plot.
Oh my god.
When fighting larger enemies, the Hyperforce uses the Super Robot, which can split into 6 separate vehicles. Its main attack, when combined as the whole robot, is the Lasertron Fury, a powerful energy beam that is fired from its chest. The Super Robot also serves as Chiro and the Monkey's headquarters and home. So basically, this is He-Man mixed with Power Rangers, mixed with some kind of shoujo magical girl anime.
Yeah, that's sure what that is. What the fuck did I just listen to? And here I was thinking that Chopsocky Chucks was weird.
The robot monkeys are literally color-coded the exact same way that fucking Power Rangers are.
Oh my god.
And they have almost the same roles.
And I thought the Kung Fu Chickens were strange. Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's weird as shit and I love it. I'm just confused, honestly. Just slightly baffled.
I don't remember a single episode.
Yeah, same. It's like, it happened.
I know I watched some. At least some.
The show was an event.
Yeah. I do not remember a single episode of this goddamn show.
I've got nothing to say. That's the best part. Like, I'm trying to think of something to say and I've got nothing.
Yeah, same. I'm out. I'm dead.
You know what I also just realised? My current odds number is wrong. It's using the wrong image.
Oops.
I'm gonna go change that because that's pissing me off, but yeah, it's using the wrong image. And I don't know why.
We have like 10 minutes left. You're gonna change it now.
It's annoying me, yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Full odds 6-. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why it was changed, because, like, sure, I changed it for this, the Shield stream, but, like, you'd think it would have changed back.
Nah.
Wait, actually, hang on. I changed it for the Shield stream. I streamed Shield last week. Does that mean last episode also had a fucked up counter? I'm gonna have to check that now,
maybe?
aren't I? Fuck's sake.
Probably.
That's gonna annoy me if it is.
Just go back and kind of use the video editing and just kind of...
You think I'm that good at editing?
I think you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Well, yeah, but the question really is, do I want to?
That is a fair question. Here's another question. Do you think anybody is actually watching this fucking stream or just listening to it because it's a goddamn podcast?
Yeah, that's also a fair point. The vast majority of people are definitely not watching this shit.
Yeah, nobody's looking at our screens. There's nothing interesting happening on our screens.
Mm-hmm. The interest comes from the point where one of us starts flipping out because we found a sparkly.
Oh god.
We don't know when that will be, but it'll happen eventually.
3.5 months later.
I mean, technically, you're the one that's closer to a shiny than I am, because you're closer to odds.
That's not how that works!
It is if you believe hard enough. You know what? There's 10 minutes left. I'm gonna balance a Vulpix on my head for the next 10 minutes. We'll see if that brings me some fucking luck. I'll take anything.
Hell yeah.
We're getting... We're gonna fuck my headset cable up. That's what we're gonna do. Come here, you. And we're also gonna stand on the door jamb thing, so it's gonna make the vibrate sound.
Grim fell off of my fucking computer.
Oh no.
Or my monitor.
No.
Hang on, I gotta fix this.
This would be funnier with a face cam, but you're... No, nobody's getting face cam of this.
No.
Face cam doesn't happen.
Face cam is illegal.
Face cam is a lie. I can't, like, move now because of the thing on my head. So if I get, like, told to stand up or something, I'm fucked, but whatever.
I was gonna say, so this is the perfect time to give you a stand-up.
Yeah, a 5-minute stand-up point, because I have to look down at my computer, so it would immediately fall off my head. Honestly, I'm rooting for Kali as well, just so this finishes. I don't care who wins.
Both of us.
I don't care anymore, just let it end. On the plus side, though, if this goes... Oh, hydrate.
Hey, hydrate.
On the plus side, this is episode 19.
You're shitting me. We've done 19 episodes of this crap?
Well, I think we've done about 17 together. And then, because I think I did about 2 streams myself before we started actually scheduling these at the same time. So yeah, but yeah, my stream thing is on episode 19, which means that in 4 more weeks, Kara gets to do his day 23 thing again, and it will actually be accurate.
Yep.
We've got D&D this weekend, don't we?
Hell yeah, we do.
Woo! Which means I've actually got to pay attention to the times. Because I've got to make sure that, well, to be fair, my stream will be over in time. If anything, I'm ending it early. Woo! Killing shit. We love killing shit.
And they actually get to go and talk... Oh wait, no, they already went and talked to the fucking Lords Penvelis.
Those guys are amazing. It's been 3 weeks and I'm still just, like, in awe of the amount of just absolute beauty that those two were. They're great.
They have just dad energy.
Yeah, they do. They have so much dad energy.
But now they have to talk to, not Germaine, because Germaine is psycho, but, fuck, what did I name the elf tutor lady?
I don't know. That's the best part.
Fuck, I have to look at my notes.
Yeah.
Sometimes what, Oxy?
Sometimes. Sometimes I say shit that could be taken out of context. Yeah.
No!
No, your hair's pretty. Actually, to be fair, I have the same urge, so...
I mean, yeah, no, I have the same urge too, and that's why I end up with, like, really short hair every, like, 3 years or so.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, no, that's...
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna have a good time tomorrow, because I'm planning on, like, doing showering before I do my laundry run, but there's no way in hell I'm actually gonna be properly drying my hair, so I'm just gonna go out with this messy-ass fucking slightly wet hair still to do, like, actual human chores, and it's gonna be like, yeah, okay, that's somebody who did not give a shit this morning.
It's fine, just toss it up in a messy bun, nobody will give a shit.
Yeah, it's the end of the year. Who cares?
Yeah.
I had my last class today, my last assignment goes in on Tuesday, my fuck meter is so empty, it's not even funny.
Gonna feel the fucks
yeah.
is barren.
Yep. Has been for a while, it's just now actually worse. It officially got eaten by the black hole.
We salted it.
Yep, we salted the field. Yeah, good luck. Messy hair is the worst, and it's one of the reasons that I contemplate just removing it. Just all of my hair, it's gone now.
Yeah, there are times I've really honestly considered just shaving my fucking head.
I've never quite gotten that far, but that's because I think I'd look horrible like that. So it's like, I'm not gonna do it.
I would look terrible, but I have like 8 hats, so it's fine.
Fair. Yeah, I have a lot of hats as well, to be fair, so I could get away with it if I wanted to. Up to and including the fucking pipe top hat that I've got.
Yes!
Just wear that for casual outside. Oh yeah, no, so have I. I've got one that the glue broke on the setting, and it broke. Okay, that's a bit more excessive. Mine's just the glue broke, so the entire like hairbrush part came out. It was like a sad hedgehog.
Oxy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Honestly, at that point, it's just like, you know what? Time to go shower. I will use half a bottle of conditioner and just let the conditioner work the knot out.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I think if I ever get like a proper haircut where I take it down to like neck level, what I'll probably also do is that same thing that my dad did, because my dad used to have really long hair, like my sort of same length as mine, and now it's like really, really short, because he had it all cut for charity at one point for like the wigs. I've forgotten what the name of the charity is, but yeah, one of the other people in the street was doing it because she had cancer, so she was having her hair cut off before the treatment, and my dad did it with her, so like I think I'd probably do the same if I ever have my hair cut proper short.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm still not sure if I want upper neck or lower neck, though. That's the real thing. Like, I don't know if I'd like shoulders or like
just below your earlobes.
Yeah, like bottom of my ears and stuff. Like, I'm not sure what I'd want yet. Honestly, I'm not sure I want to do it at all, because like I like long hair, but it's a bitch.
It is.
Like, it's a pain to wash and dry and tie up, and it's like, ugh.
The first month, you will constantly strain your neck trying to flick your hair out of your way or whatever, do like whatever hair movements are habit for you,
Yeah.
you will constantly tweak your neck.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. Short hair is like great because it's light and airy and it feels great. And then it gets to this mid-length that's horrible because it's constantly getting in the way and it's not long enough to tie back.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's the point where you break out all the hair clips.
Yeah, that is what hair clips are good for.
Yep. One moment.
Phenomena.
Okay, I think I'm good. Sneezes. Fuck those.
Ah.
On the plus
Gesundheit.
side, Vulpix did not fall off my head somehow.
Really?
Yeah, I sneezed and somehow she did not fall off my head, which is impressive. She got shifted slightly, but didn't fall.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened either. It used to be that I couldn't do this for more than like a minute without it just falling off my head.
Practice makes
Welcome back.
perfect, I guess.
Well, I don't do this very often. I just do it when I'm being a fucking idiot in voice call, usually. Or, you
Welcome
know,
back,
on stream.
Shard.
But yeah, welcome back. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was static electricity. My hair has been so staticky the last few days, and I don't know why. But
How humid has it been lately?
that's a good point. I don't know. I haven't checked the humidity recently, so... But yeah, like, it has been nasty as fuck. It's been mostly my chair, I think, that's been doing it is the problem. Because it's been sticking to my chair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something to do with my chair being the issue, which is a real fun thing to be having happen, really. Like, you just gotta love that.
What am I at?
Too damn high.
Yeah, way too damn high.
Yeah, honestly, I'm too damn high as well at the moment, but yeah. It's like, it's not even that high and I'm too high.
I feel like the rent is too damn high, guy. The odds are too damn high.
Yeah, well, too low, I think, really.
Oh. Yeah, low means bad odds.
Yeah. If they were high odds, I'd be happy. We could be doing the shiny... Oh, that's a horrible idea.
What?
You know, Pokegen?
Uh-huh.
You, what can you actually do with that, do you think? Can you set, like, your trainer ID? With that?
I don't...
Alright, do you think there's a thing
so.
to set trainer ID in ROMs?
Maybe. Why?
You ever heard of the cute charm glitch?
Yeah?
How about the anti-shiny badge quest? You gotta find the fucking normal Pokemon.
Oh my god!
To be fair though, it's not actually that bad. It's not like the odds are inverted or anything, so it wouldn't actually be that hard, but it sounds like it'd be fucking funny.
Oh god.
Let's do like the anti-badge race where we just run our way through the entire game with a cute charm glitch. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. We'll have to look up how to do that. That sounds like fucking fun. You want to wear off the joy of a shiny Pokemon appearing? Here's how you do it.
No! I don't!
Well, it'll at least stop you having heart attacks every time you see it.
Well, except for I see it so rarely. I have only had 2 heart attacks my entire life.
That's a good point. Plus, every single time you've listened to the shiny sparkles happen with your Cyndaquil and then realised, oh, that wasn't a wild encounter.
Yeah.
That was just Boop.
It was just Boop. I'm gonna be real sad abandoning Boop. I'm gonna have to do something like get Let's Go and move my Cyndaquil into it so I can do move a Cyndaquil into it so I can do Masuda to try to get a shiny Cyndaquil that I can name Boop and just pretend.
Can I break your heart for a moment? If we're talking about Pikachu and Eevee, there's no fucking... Yeah, there's no Masuda and you can't send anything other than first-gen Pokemon.
Oh, fuck.
On the plus side... On the plus
But you
side...
can't-
Go on, sorry.
You can't do that in Sword and Shield either.
No. On the plus side, we've got the new fucking Gen 4 remakes coming out soon, and I can bet your ass that we'll have a Gen 2 Pokemon in that.
We better.
Well, if not, we're going to be having a Let's Go Johto game. So, you know.
They better, like... Well, no, because if there's no Gen 2 Pokemon in the remakes, we're going to riot.
Well, yeah, considering there were plenty of Gen 2 Pokemon in the Sinnoh decks, I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember. Or there were at least some, which, to be fair, I can't remember how many, actually, but yeah, considering that, the Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's it. That was, obviously, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum generation. There probably weren't that many, now that I'm thinking about it. I'll have to look up the Sinnoh decks at some point. Yeah, no, we'll probably get the... We'll either be getting a new Let's Go game, or we'll be getting them in the Gen 4 remakes, or if worst comes to worst, doesn't Pokemon Legends have a Cyndaquil as a starter?
Maybe. I think so, actually.
It's got, like, fucking Froakie or something as one of them, and Cyndaquil as another, and then something else weird as shit for...
Wasn't it? I think it was Chikorita.
Somebody please go look that up.
Oh no, it was Rowlet.
Oh yeah, it was Rowlet, that was it. It was weird. Fucking Rowlet, like Froakie or Oshawott or something, and then Cyndaquil, I think.
I'm pretty sure it was Froakie. I think.
Now I'm feeling like it probably was Oshawott, actually, because it's, because that seems like a very small generation gap.
I don't know.
But the point of the matter is, I'm pretty sure Cyndaquil was in Legends, so if absolutely necessary, we just wait for Legends and do it there.
Do we want to call it when I hit 900?
Works for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Oshawott. Because I seem to remember people getting really confused about it, because it's like, what the fuck is Oshawott doing here? It's like, it's because it's cute.
Well, I would probably pick Rowlet.
I'm going for Cyndaquil.
Because I really want... I've never had a chance to play the Grass Ghost.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
I like those types.
That's
those
reasonable.
types are
I like that game, to be fair, but also, like, I don't. We've all heard Gen 7. I like the Pokemon, I don't like the game.
Yeah.
Or more accurately, my salt is mostly with the Ultra versions more than anything, but we all know that story.
Yes.
Look, can you just show me the fucking starters, please, you piece of shit? Yeah, Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. Yeah, I thought so.
Alright. Well, that's good. I was gonna have a hard time picking between Rowlet and Froakie, but if it's Oshawott, fuck that thing.
I like Oshawott. It was the first game that I ever beat a Pokemon with. First Pokemon I ever beat a game with. You know what I meant.
I don't particularly like any of Oshawott's evolutionary forms.
Yeah, it was my first level 100 and the first one I beat in the game with, so it has a soft spot for that.
I still have never had a level 100.
Really? That's impressive.
Really? I've never played post-game long enough to get to level 100.
Yeah. It's a fun story with that, actually, because my Samurott was level 100, and I beat the League, and then I beat SoulSilver. And then when I got to the League in Pokemon Black, I traded myself my level 100 Samurott and beat the League with it again. Because I couldn't be bothered to do it properly with my, what was I using in that game? I think it was Superior. So I just traded it to myself and did it that way. And then my other game had Emboar, and I beat it legitimately in White 2.
God, I love Superior.
Superior's great.
I love the grass snaky boy.
Yeah, it's a darling. It's also one of the few Pokemon that I really wish had an opposite gender ratio, because it does not feel like it should be mostly a male Pokemon.
It really doesn't.
Like, I know it's a starter, but also fuck off.
Yeah, Superior feels like it should be female.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
mostly.
So, some of that is influenced by the anime, and some of that is influenced by Pokepark 2, in which both the Snivy and the Superior that you meet in there are both female, from what I remember.
I have no idea.
Pokepark 2 is a good game. Oh, did I mention Pokepark 1 showed up? A little bit ago. So, one of my friends decided as a really early birthday present they were ordering me Pokepark 1. This is the same friend that is lending me their Wii next year so that I can stream this, so I can stream Pokepark, assuming I can get everything to hook up properly, which I should be able to. And that would be great. But yeah, they sent it to my house, and it showed up at my house. But the thing is it showed up my house after I'd already left for uni. So naturally, my parents were the ones who got it, and they were like, and my mum sends me a text, like, asking me, like, what is this? It feels like a game. What have you been buying? And I'm like, you shut your fucking mouth. I know what that is. Just leave it in my room. It's like, I know what it is. I know why it's here. Shut up. But yeah, that was fun. And yeah, to be fair, it's really easy to get level 100s nowadays compared to what it was before. I grinded my Samurott to level 100 in Gen 5, and nowadays I literally just, to get my entire team of level 100, raid/competitive Pokemon, I just fed them fucking candy. And it's like, okay.
The candy does make it a lot easier.
Yeah, and it's like that. It's a bad thing for the main story, it's a good thing if you're training competitive.
Yeah.
You just drug the shit out of them.
This is the first time I've ever had Pokemon, like, over level 75, honestly.
Wow.
Well, because I never really needed to get over level 70 to beat the Elite Four.
Yeah, that's fair. We're gonna have to do the X and Y post-game. I know that we can't do, like, a shiny badge quest bit for that, but, like, after we finish the quest, we should do the fucking post-game. That'd be fun.
What is the post-game for X and Y?
Do you actually want to know, or do you want to wait and see?
I can wait and see.
Okay.
She says, but now I'm really curious. It's fine, I'll wait.
Okay. Yeah, I now have, like, a lot of level 100s, but most of them were done during, like, shiny hunts and stuff. Like, you know, obviously Auraz has Dex Nav, so you kill things, and then Gen 7 had the calling mechanic, so you kill things. So it was like, yeah, I was getting experience from that, and sure, it took 6,000 years at later levels, but it happened. So that's the main reason I have a lot of level 100s. That, and occasionally I'd shove the Pokemon in the daycare with something else. Like, 2 Pokemon that definitely can't breed, I'd shove them in the same daycare to level up and just fuck off. And do something else, come back and pick them up.
Alright, that's me at 4,900.
Yeah, I am just past the next multiple, so I'll just go another 4 encounters while you do your outro.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here with my ending screen up for a moment while I save. Alright, so it looks like this is it for now, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This has been a trip and a half.
This episode happened.
This happened. This happened. Tomorrow we're going back to Minecraft, on my end at least, to keep working on that house in Chillcraft. But yeah, aside from that, just thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed it.
That really is kind of the catchphrase of the stream, isn't it? It's just, this happened.
It is. Any of these streams is just, this happened.
There was an event. It occurred.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me at my next number off. Sadly, no shiny. I was sort of hoping I'd get a shiny right at the end segment, because that would have been really funny to me, to just have to interrupt you partway through your outro and go, Callie, never mind, it's over.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been fucking perfect comedic timing. Yeah, come on, save the game, you piece of shit. Okay.
It would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been great. Okay, right. On my end, then. I should take the Vulpix off my head. That's the first thing I should do. Second of all, thank you everybody for coming along. Wooded, thank you for the follow. I will be continuing with Pokemon Blue Rescue Team on Saturday, where I believe I am near to plot segments. However, I actually haven't checked when the next plot segment starts. So possibly it'll just be a fuck about stream. Possibly we'll actually be doing some story. I don't know myself. And then Tuesday, all being well, if we end up with a shiny first catch of next stream, I don't know what we're going to do. Possibly I'm going to keep playing SoulSilver until the end of it, just to have the full fucking joy of the podcast.
Yeah, no, depending on who catches the shiny, well, we'll probably just keep going no matter what, but if I catch the shiny, you guys are going to get to see me go do the gym, finally.
Yeah, if I get the shiny, I might do the gym, or I might just go play Voltorb Switch or something. Or actually, I might do the gym and then do Pokeathlon for the rest of the stream. Because, you know, we talked about that enough, so I might as well go play at least one round of the fucking thing with this shitty setup with my mouse. But yeah, anyway, Saturday, Blue Rescue Team, all being well, Tuesday you will then be seeing Pokemon Snap. If things are not happening with Pokemon Snap, fucked if I know what I'm going to do Tuesday. Possibly I'll just relocate the Let's Go stream I was supposed to do this week to next week, and then you'll have to wait another week for the Snap stuff. But hopefully it'll all show up in time, that means I can get it because it should, in theory, either show up tomorrow if I'm lucky, or it will be here for Tuesday. Either way, should hopefully have it, should have it all installed. Hopefully things will be fine. I'll be seeing you then. Thank you very much. What the fuck happened this stream?
Yeah, once again, thank you everyone. Oxy, thank you so much for the resub. And I will see you all later.
Yeah, ta-ta a bit.
Bye-bye.